Ads will predict what you want before you even know. Your devices will track your emotions to pinpoint exactly what ads will work best on you. Traditional search engines like Google might end completely. Influencers will have AI versions of themselves doing all the work. Marketing is about to change more in the next 5 years than it did in the last 50, and some of it is honestly terrifying. I'm a trend analyst studying thousands of trends every single week, and I decided this week that I was going to analyze the most ridiculous, futuristic marketing trends out there right now, with the goal of seeing exactly where we're headed. Even though some of these trends sound outlandish, everything I'm going to share with you in this video is backed by actual trend data. So stick around and let me show you what the future might just look like. In the future, ads that you see could be tailored completely to you. Imagine seeing an ad that says, "Hey Ben, we know it's getting hot in Lisbon and we know that you love hibiscus tea. Check out this new iced hibiscus blend." Well, check this out. AI-driven personalization is expected to reach 95% of consumer interactions by 2030. Adobe's enterprise CMO even says marketing to a segment of one is possible with AI. And if you think this is going to only be accessible to the richest of brands, Gartner predicts 60% of brands will use agentic AI to deliver these one-to-one interactions by 2028. Think about how cool that would be for all of you brand owners out there. When I ran an agency working with and growing fashion brands, we would always tell our brands, market to the smallest niche possible. Imagine one person as your target customer. And even though it feels like too small of a segment to market to, that is how you get traction. Now we're at a point where technology is actually going to allow us to do this literally, which means you can sell more products and grow your business faster than you ever could before. If you want an example, look no further than the platform Insider One. Only about 15,000 searches per month, and just a casual $1 billion in Series E funding. I find hidden gems like this every single week, so if you haven't already, subscribe. Speaking of personalization, let's talk about something scary. Your smart ring, smart watch, smart glasses, and other wearables might actually be able to read your emotions and use that data to market products to you. Your heart rate, biometric data, sweat levels, sleep quality, all this data can be used to determine what you, the customer, is going to buy next. Imagine ads not just knowing your name, email, this kind of data, but your live emotional state, changing what it shows you, what it sells you, literally based on what you're feeling in that moment. It's called emotional tracking, and it's actually coming faster than you think. Marketers are reporting that they're leveraging Gen AI to get more out of 94% of their customers. What that really means, though, is that we have tools now to analyze this quantity of data, and these wearables are already collecting this data, so the only thing that's missing is the connection between these two pieces. If you're looking for an example, check out this company Affectiva that was just acquired by Smart Eye. They develop AI software capable of recognizing and analyzing human emotions. They raised millions and then they got acquired for $73 million. I'm going to keep you updated on this one because the way emotional tracking is going to get used will not just benefit the billionaires, but also small brands and sellers like you. 5 months ago, I made a video predicting that this platform would blow up, as well as the use of AI avatars. Now this $4 billion AI platform is used by more than 90% of the Fortune 100. Now another prediction, by 2027, we might be looking at the extinction of human influencers. Stay with me. Imagine that you're following an influencer and they're promoting 3 new products. Then you discover that they didn't film a single video. And now you find out that you can do the exact same thing for your personal brand. The future of influencer marketing might just mean that your filming days are behind you and that your digital twin can actually just do all the work. If you were quick to write off AI influencers, you need to see this. See, last year's CMOs spent nearly $1.4 billion on AI creators, and that's just the beginning. While human influencers tend to charge per video, AI influencers can obviously be scaled massively at zero cost. Now combine that with this personalization trend that I've just talked about, and you've got influencers who are talking directly to the customer, you. That means that potentially an influencer that you've been following for a while could send you an intimate one-on-one video talking directly to you, recommending some product that they think would be perfect for your specific use case. As a brand, what do you think that's going to do to your conversion rate? Could we be facing the end of traditional search engines like Google? If you have a question in 2026, you're either using an LLM like ChatGPT or Claude, or you're typing that question into Google, and most likely Google AI is giving you a short answer. Now, did you think about what this means for the future of SEO? Traditional search volume is expected to drop 25% this year alone. In the next couple of years, 30% of all Google searches will be answered without a click. Now we're heading into this era of what we call zero-click results, where AI does all the work and you don't have to click on anything. That means it's going to be harder to get discovered through these traditional SEO strategies, but it also means there's a whole new way for you or your brand to get discovered. For brands with this dilemma, I give you 2 pieces of advice. 1, make hyper-specific FAQ pages where you answer hundreds of questions. And make sure that you make YouTube videos or YouTube shorts where you answer those questions as well. Here's why. If somebody Googles something like best hiking boots for women over 50 with fallen arches, that's pretty specific. But if you used AI to create 1,000 potential customer questions from your specific demographic, you've probably come across that one. And if you made content for it, imagine who AI is going to cite. 2, put a lot more informational content on your socials. 80% of people are discovering products on social media now, not just Googling stuff. So why fight this uphill battle of trying to compete with all these brands that are already getting recommended on Google, ChatGPT, when you could use social media where people are already going to find products? Create a massive amount of content that tells people exactly what problems your products solve and how the solution that you provide is better than your competitors. If you take one thing away from this section, just remember this: social media is the new search engine. I am not exaggerating when I say that this trend is going to make millionaires out of hundreds of small brands as long as they follow along. It is a trend that is shrinking the gap between when somebody discovers your product and when somebody buys it. Now, normally, as a trend analyst, I get excited when I see product or trend growth between 10, 12%. That's significant. 15%, amazing. Now, social commerce, which if you haven't heard of it, just means buying directly from social media platforms like TikTok or Instagram without leaving for another site, is going from 1.4 billion in 2025 to over 17 billion by 2033. That is an annual growth of 37.4%. If that growth were linear, it means that every year, this market that you could easily just tap into is growing by more than $2 billion. $2 billion a year, split up by any brand that's smart enough to take advantage of this trend right now. So let me back up a sec. Imagine jumping on social media, seeing a new product, and then buying it without ever leaving the app, without ever going through a checkout page. Apps like TikTok have already been investing billions of dollars to make sure that you can do this within the app without going to a third party like Amazon, Shopify, Temu, wherever. This has been in the works for a while, and if you've been following me here, then you know that, because I've made a lot of content about shoppable videos and about the future of social commerce. So if you haven't been paying attention, first, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of this info that could make you a lot of money. And second, listen up. Already 78% of purchases happen without leaving the platform. And again, keep in mind, around 82% of consumers are doing their product research on social media. That means product research and product discovery are happening in the exact same place, and in many cases in the same 2 to 5 minute window. In the US alone, TikTok Shop is going to hit 23.4 billion this year, which is almost 50% year-over-year growth. If you take one thing away from this video and you have a Shopify brand or an e-commerce brand of any kind, it's that you need to be selling on TikTok Shop, because it is about to account for 20% of all social commerce sales. And right now, if you've got a campaign going that is sending people from Facebook or TikTok to a Shopify page, you are throwing money in the trash. And that's not your fault. This stuff is moving so quickly that you literally have to be analyzing trends nonstop to stay on top of it. Thing is, brands that send users off platform, like from Instagram to Shopify, see 3.4 times higher abandonment rates. If you want me to make a video diving deeper into social commerce and what you can do to leverage it, just comment social commerce video below. And lastly, for right now, I just wanted to casually let you know, AI is going to be running all of your advertising, and ad agencies are going to be a thing of the past. It's estimated that 80% of marketing teams are going to be using autonomous AI systems by 2030. And this is not some futuristic thing. Literally by 2028, we're expecting AI to handle 40% of all your marketing tasks. That means the days of ad agencies charging insane retainers every month, saying things like, the algorithm just changed and that's why the ads aren't performing. We're expecting a much higher ROI with this next batch of creative. Done. If you're skeptical, good. AI is not some god that's here to replace us and take over every single job. But in this case, let me explain why it's going to save you a lot of money. AI is way better at adjusting bids, ad budgets, and ad placements than we are. It can optimize your ads across platforms and alter thousands of variables immediately. If you want proof, just look at how Google and Meta already have smart AI bidding features that you can use right now. Even if you spent your whole life working in ads and you sit in front of a screen all day long, you still can't react to ad auction changes as fast as an AI can. Personally, I'm an advocate of using AI only where we really need it and where it gives us the most benefit rather than just throwing any task at it and having it take over our lives. This is a perfect example within business where AI is essential. It'll test ad variations, it'll test different audience segments, and it'll optimize everything in real time. So first, yes, go check out Google and Meta's smart bidding ad options. If you want other tools to test, here's a couple I recommend. You can check out smartly.io. It works across TikTok, Meta, Google, Pinterest, handles creative production, media buying, and reporting. You can also check out Magic X, strange spelling on that one. It also handles budget allocation, audience targeting, and creative testing for brands just like yours. And remember to stay tuned because this is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm going to bring you some insane marketing trends that you're going to want to jump on immediately. So I'm a broken record, but if you haven't already, make sure to follow along. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.